I've had my holidays for a week now, and I'm starting to go crazy. And I believe there are two spectrums, or two sides of the crazy spectrum. There's one where you do really bad things to other people, and there's also another one where you do really bad things to yourself. I am on this side. I don't know what's going on. I just need to think about it. Thanks for staying. I hope you guys are watching. Alright, welcome to day 104 of my 365 day series. I'm Glorporous and I play Minecraft while thinking out loud. So I'm gonna be going to the nether because I'm not gonna be traveling by horse. I'm not gonna be doing anything. I'm not gonna be finishing this little mansion thingy. I just need to speak because it feels like I'm so close to a revelation. I feel like I'm so close to something clicking inside of my head because I've gotten so desensitized to everything. I have been trying to make meaning out of the abstract. For what? Nothing makes sense. And nothing is going on in my life. I need something. I'm gonna be taking risks today. I'm gonna be speaking about whatever the hell I'm feeling. And I'll be honest, I feel like I'm going crazy. But that's the thing. I need to speak about it because I'm reaching somewhere. I'm pulling stuff out of my buttocks and I can feel it. I can feel a sense of realness in this. I feel like I'm so close to being free. I have mentioned previous times before that I enjoy drawing, that I enjoy a variety of things. I want to detach from all the itty-bitty random materialist things that I've stated. Let go of all of it. Don't attach your identity to any of it. It doesn't matter anymore. This is actually pretty scary, but I don't care. I feel like I just got woken up by a random thought process. I was thinking, people do things and they call it freedom. They call it happiness. And when I say they, I could be referring to you, the viewer, whoever's watching this. But you might associate yourself as someone who's good at drawing, someone who's good at engineering, someone who's good at something that they love. I cannot relate. I used to relate. I call myself good at drawing, but what am I really? What am I other than the things that I do? I'm trying to pull something out of my ass right now, and I'm just having a hard time figuring out what exactly smells so good back there. I know this is such a weird metaphor, but I'm being serious. How do you mind these things? I don't have a hole. Alright, so we just got a lot of blocks that are gonna be a huge help to us. We just need those little mushrooms. And now we can either head back or go into the bastion, but that bastion's pretty scary because they have... You know, I want to speak about Minecraft, but here's the thing. I'm starting to detach from Minecraft. Why am I doing Glorporous anyway? What compelled me to start this channel? Why is this guest attacking me? Why am I giving my attention to this guest? I'm gonna mention religion because it's weird. I feel like someone was getting somewhere at some point. Buddhist. the Buddha. He detached from reality, he detached from everything. He became something beyond, I feel. That's how I interpret it. That's how I choose to. That's a good thing. The fact that I'm interpreting things the way that I am. Okay. That's the thing. I didn't need to give my attention to that cast, and yet I did. What's the point? The point? Why do I have to do things? Why can't I be free? Why can't I do the things that I'm really happy about? I don't know what I'm happy about. I might be going insane. I haven't been sleeping for ages. That's the first quote-unquote normal thing that I've said, but nothing is normal. I don't think society is normal. Society is screwed. Why do I constrain myself by these words? I wanna swear. I wanna do something. The fact that I have once is enough. I wanna go back to being an animalistic creature. I wanna be dumb. I don't wanna have to think that much. I wanna be fine exactly how I am. And I'm so free. I'm a little teenager. I'm a little boy. It's nighttime. And I don't know how it's nighttime. Okay, we need to think about it, because first of all, when I went in the nether portal, it was not turning nighttime. I don't know how it turned nighttime. But I'm so free. I'm a teenager. I have so much room to think. I'm at a point where my brain is starting to develop. I don't know. Is it the prefrontal lobe? It's something inside of me that's developing some more. I'm learning about the world, and the world is not something to learn about. The more you learn about it, the more misery you will see. Everything is screwed up to a degree, and I don't have a concrete way of identifying that. And now I'm starting to think of Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. There's this one scene where Nanami is about to die, and he thinks to himself, yeah, Malaysia, it would be really nice. And I get that, man. I understand that, man. So he was looking for something beyond. I need something beyond. I want to be more. I want to detach, and yet I let myself be tamed by the things in my life. I'm free, and yet I'm not free. I choose to play Glorporous every single day. I choose to play Minecraft. I choose to play this character. But what am I underneath all of this? All of this bravado, all of this, or whatever I'm trying to say. What am I? What do I find joy in? What can I do with this limited time that I have? Why do I choose to speak like this? Why do we define humans as the most intelligent species when our brains are so overgrown like tumors that we make mistakes and we die voluntarily? What happened? Why was I given the ability to think more than I needed to? Did this species have to live on? Why am I asking questions? I don't feel like speaking. There's no compost, but where I've been looking around for a composter for so long. I haven't seen a single composter. I swear, there has been a composter, I just never found it. If nothing I'm saying, or if everything I'm saying makes no sense, that's good, that's the point. None of this is supposed to make sense, nothing makes sense. I don't need to make sense, I'm my own vessel, and I get to steer however I want. I'm on a certain spectrum of crazy, and whether I choose to embrace it or to run from it, I don't know. After more than 100 days of great speaking with no success, no purpose, no change, I don't feel like I've achieved much. I don't think there is much to achieve except for contentment, knowing the beyond, living in the beyond, detaching from everything, understanding your place as particles. I like to think of myself as the same as this ground. These dirt blocks, these grass blocks I'm looking at, they're electrons or particles that I'm looking at on a screen, that you're looking at on a screen. All of these particles, we gave unique identities so that we could understand. But the world doesn't need understanding. The world has been here before us. What is freedom? Freedom living under human constraints, or is there something that I need to revert back into? What if I turned into a caveman this video and stopped recording, and when I just went ramsack, I went out of the house and started living outside by myself, started detaching from everything that's been going on in my life? Do these things not grow back? How do you guys not decompose? I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.